up, Senator Welch.
Thank you very much. Welcome. And, you know, all of us here have the benefit of access to the library and have been the beneficiaries of some extraordinary experiences there. The exhibits, also, what's that area you took us on a tour of preservation? What great, remarkable people.
And conservation laboratories.
Right. And you are talking about the visitors that are coming, 2 million, and have been there. But the digital program is what makes this within reach for lots of Vermonters, lots of folks in rural America, lots of folks who just don't have the opportunity to make the trip here. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that, because I do think that that is such a tremendous mechanism by which to expand the reach and access of the extraordinary collections at the library to Vermonters and folks all across the country. So could you just elaborate a little bit on that, what's involved, what we can do to enhance it, and what kinds of things are within reach through the digitization process? Thank you.
One of the lessons learned and the opportunities during the pandemic was our ability to have virtual programming that had a certain level of excellence as well. And we were able to perfect and use some of our existing multimedia staff to record videos, to be able to do live programming, and that's continuing. And we have seen an uptick, particularly with programs like the National Book Festival, a one-day event. Before the pandemic, 200,000 people in the convention center. During the pandemic, we were able to still have programming, and we reached people in every state and worldwide. And so we will continue August the 12th with the in-person, but also the virtual programming. That Thursday evening live at the library that I had mentioned before is a new way to do it. And that's also being able to be live streamed and then watched on our website afterwards. And we are making sure that we push out through social media the different programs that are available. The concerts that the library has, the classical concerts and jazz and those things, they are also being broadcast out. So the digital access and the programming has really expanded our reach, and we've seen such an uptick in people viewing online, viewing whenever they can, and they don't have to be there in person. And so it's been a wonderful.
Wait, how does that work? You mean for like a program?
Yes.
You can go on the link and
You can
call it up
for
and see a
different
recording
programs,
of it?
Some you can watch simultaneously. Some you can watch later, and they're on the library's website. So if you missed an author, you can go onto the website and view the author talk.
But you're digitizing some of your
Now the collections.
the collections
right.
as
And that's
well.
another aspect. So you have the programming.
Just
the
go on
collections.
about that a little bit. Explain that.
At this point of the 175 million items that the library has, and we have digitized 61 million items that are available. And that includes something that we're able to do during the pandemic, and that's to digitize the collections of 23 presidents, early presidents from George Washington to Calvin Coolidge, the papers of Rosa Parks. And so those collections are available for anyone to look at. We also have some collections that are rights-free that are on that. So what we are not putting on are things that are covered by copyright or that have rights restrictions, but the manuscript collections are the ones we're prioritizing. I also mentioned that we had during the pandemic and then continued a transcription project with the public, and over thousands, hundreds of thousands of items were transcribed and put up, like letters to Abraham Lincoln that hadn't been seen. So now you can go and see what he wrote, but also a transcription that you could probably read. Most are Magna Carta. So all of this makes the collections come alive, and we're putting up and making sure we digitize the unique things.
Right.
Teddy Roosevelt's diary, Clara Barton's diaries. Those are the things that you would have to come in person to see.
Great. Thank you. I yield back, Madam Chair. Thank you very much.